What's up, guys? Jeff with HKS Systems Lock and Safe. Hope you're doing well today. Today we got a bit of a turd in the punch bowl. My battery in my work truck went dead, so no big deal. It was the original, 5 years old or so. So I ended up taking it out, replacing it, thinking, good to go. Starts right up. Boom! Error code, error code, error code. One of the electronic sections went dead in it for some reason. The transmission control module went out, so it's in limp mode. So that's why I got a new rig today. Took the wife's vehicle, just the Mazda. So unfortunately, I had shit already booked up. It's Tuesday, July 5th, day after, obviously, 4th. And had stuff already booked up to go do some safes. So I'm flying on a wing and a prayer here. I got everything I think I should need. A lot of stuff, tools and stuff, but you know how it is. It's like going to war without having all your equipment with you. This guy's driving like a maniac. I'm doing 65. He's doing like 85. Anyways, it's like going to war with just nothing but a butter knife. You know what I mean? Like, I should have everything I need, but I don't like going in half loaded. And that's just not me. I always try to do things and complete them. This is pretty far away. It's Sycamore, so it's 25 miles or so, which is pretty far from me. I don't really want to go back again if I don't have to, but it is going to be what it is. I brought everything I could, and if I have to go back, it's not my fault. I guess I could do it. Just going to suck. So yeah, I gotta finish this one up, then I'm gonna go take it in to the dealer and get it re-flashed. Hopefully that's all it is, or else it's gonna be a whole module. Whatever it is, it is. It's cheaper than buying a whole new van. They sort of got you by the short hairs on this one, so hopefully they'll do me right. But either way, we'll get that done. We'll be back with the rig probably tomorrow, hopefully. So we'll be back with that. But you got really far, didn't you, jackass, that hit to drive past me at 85 miles an hour. So, yeah, literally right in front of me. So story time. What do we got today? All right, let me put the old thinking cap on and get a couple out of the old-fashioned data banks here in the crusty mind of mine. The one I remember where I used to work, we had 2 technicians in the shop. We had 2 technicians in the field, which was me and, unfortunately, the owner's son, who was sort of obviously shitbag, as lack of a better term. That should pretty much clarify it. I won't use any names, but he knows who he is. He probably doesn't watch this because he's such the loser. He probably can't even afford internet. But anyways, he was the other technician. So, get a call from a customer. Got to come right away. Got to come and rekey my doors. All right, it was a guy. Cool. Go out there. He goes out there. Let's just say it's 123 Main Street in any town, USA. Let's just say that. Goes out there, does it. 2 hours later, get a call. It's a lady. 123 Main Street, any town, USA. Got to come rekey the keys. They send me. All right. I go out there, do that, and I'm like, hey, I thought I saw that job earlier. Sure enough. It's the divorce situation. Husband locks the wife out. Wife calls, locks the husband out. They call again a third time that afternoon at like 3 o'clock. Hey, it's me again. My key doesn't work. Well, that's because your wife called 2 hours after you and locked your ass out. So we went out and rekeyed it a third time. So 3 rekeys the same day. Not a big deal. Wasn't a big money maker. It was just a stupid house with 2 locks, 2 deadbolts, 2 knob sets. Not a big money maker. Residential. Once again, no money. But yeah, just so we did it a third time and gave them each a key and said, quit calling us. Call somebody else if you guys want to deal with this bullshit. You guys figure it out yourself. Call somebody else. Here you go. You guys are all back to square one. You're all about, $400 out of your pocket. I don't know whose money it is, but you've all pretty much lost money at this point. So here's each key. Have a nice day. God bless. Take care. Don't call us. Yeah, that was one. I'll never forget that one either. But that's one of those things being a locksmith, you see a lot of shit. But anyways, we're on our way to Sycamore, Illinois to open up this Mosler teller system. Basically, they're used in banks mostly for putting them in the tellers, and they have a couple drawers for cash, and then below that is usually a dial and a T-handle, or a dial and a handle of some kind to put the bigger money in, extra money, or overages that they put in at the end of the day for deposits. So going to open that up. They've had that forever, using it as just a cabinet. Apparently they never had a combination. Well, somebody spun the dial, so guess what happens? It locks. That's what it's designed to do. So Jeff Rowe's going out there to open the baby up, and hopefully I got everything I need, because this is really gonna suck if I have to drive back again to go open this, because I got something stupid that I didn't have with me. But got a dial puller, I got a drill puller, drill, I got marks, I got drill bits, I got repair parts, I got everything I think I could use. They don't even want it repaired, but that's not how I do things. I told them I'd do it cheaper by not repairing, but I'm still going to repair it. That's just not the way I do things. So I'll give them a little bit of a freebie, since it's such the easy safe. But we'll be in contact. We'll catch up with you guys later. Take care. Bye. Town of Sycamore. Not a big town, but pretty cool old little town. It's right next to DeKalb, which is Northern Illinois University's main campus. A pretty cool old town. You can't see behind those, but it's the big old county buildings. Pretty old buildings here, but pretty cool. So yeah, unfortunately we shit the bed on that Mosler. No problem getting it open. They just originally wanted it open, and then all of a sudden they wanted me to do the code, which I said I'd do it anyways, but I was going to surprise them, and then they're like, no, we want it done. And of course, because I'm not in my full truck, I don't have a spline key. That spline key is like rotted in there, so I gotta chop it out. Well, I could chop it out with all the little crappy hand tools I got, but I can't put another one in because I don't have one with me, because I don't have a rebuild kit for a Mosler 302 from the 70s in my loaner truck, which is literally the last minute thing. So that sucks. So we'll be going back there. I got them up and running, so I just told them I'll take it with me, rebuild it, and then I'll have to come back at the end of the week. They're in no hurry. Like I said, this is sort of just a storage thing for them, but I didn't want to come back, to be honest with you. Not that it's not a beautiful town. It is a beautiful town. It's just 25 miles from me, and I don't want to drive, especially with gas being $6 a gallon almost. So either way, we'll be back. I'll set them up straight. I'm going to take it back to the shop, rebuild it all, make it work smooth as butter. It doesn't need actually a little adjustment on the torque spring for the lever. So I'm going to set that all up anyways, and we'll be back next, probably at the end of the week, and reinstall it and test it and put a combination in there and show them all how to use it. So nice people. I don't want to piss them off. I don't want to put them in the middle. It's not their fault, and not necessarily my fault either. They were the ones that changed the order, but I normally I would have all that equipment in my truck ready to roll, but like you said, the day I borrow somebody else's car is the day it doesn't freaking have the equipment I need. So we'll be back. Take care, guys. Alright guys, here's this piece of shit Mosler 302 from the Sycamore job. I need to get that spline key out, so I'll do a quick little video. Pulled the dial off, then drilled it, then opened it. Typically these are splined at 50, but you really can't tell which spline this is. This is a really weird double spline, which is sort of common with them. So I'll take this apart and show you in a minute. But yeah, it's going to be a Mosler 302. We'll be right back. Alright, so this is the Mosler 302/402 3-wheel or 4-wheel. These came in two models, the 302 and 402, obviously different wheel numbers, as well as key change and hand change. This little guy is the hand change. You could also see bolt must be in the out position to remove cover, because it does lock in there, so it is sort of a unique design. You can see with that bolt work there, That bolt rides in this guy here. And that is basically, you can't remove the cover without either breaking the bolt or breaking this cover off. And this little plunger here goes into that guy. That is the relocker, which is basically, I'm not pulling this all apart because I don't have a replacement for them, or I have one, I just don't want to charge them for it. So basically that plunger here pushes in that plunger here. I got a multi-tool here. It just basically pushes that in. Spring loaded, and that's what stops this bolt from moving. It basically is just like a little plunger that'll block that bolt from retracting at that point. So problem we were having is we got the dial off, no problem, everything was working fine. We drilled it open, one shot, one kill, like we always do, but that little turd was not coming out. So like I said, I was in the wife's car, so I was sort of held hanging there. So we will take that apart and see what we could do. Got to take that apart, then I could reattach the dial, which there's no damage to the dial. It's just going to be epoxy and glue it back together, reset everything, rebuild everything. Then we're going to do the combination, which this is the hand change. You know those, I've done those with you guys before. Take them apart one at a time, pop the inner core out and set it to the hash mark you want. Put it all back, make sure to put your spacers on there. I'm going to give them the big show here because they were nice people, so I'm going to oil it all up and Teflon it and treat it well, make sure it's going to be up and running for another 100 years. And then this lug rides in there, so that's the pretty tight little tolerance there. The plug rides right in this section. So I'm going to tighten everything up, reset the combo because they didn't have a combo obviously, and we'll button them up. We'll be back. So this was the stuck turd ball spline key. It's a double-sided spline key, goes in both sides there, left and right on the actual spindle. And that guy was so tight. I heated it up, tried to get it out, but like I said, I was in the loaner truck, of course. Furthest job I've done all month, and of course I'm the one that's always without the part because I had to use the loaner truck. So I hate being without my truck.